You made this profound statement, at least what I thought was profound, in the teaching. You said, I don't want to just preach what is true, but I want to preach, what I want to preach is something that is helpful and true. Yeah. So I don't want to just preach truth, but I want to preach something that is helpful and true. What do you mean by that?
I have this thought in my mind that every Sunday and every time I preach, there are people there that come in. They don't say this with their words, but they say this with their eyes. They're saying, Pastor, preach to me, scare me, make me laugh, humble me, move me, motivate me, inspire me. But whatever you do, don't let me leave here the same way. They're begging for something to take place in that service that transcends their issue, their emotional state, the problems or the battles or the issues at hand. They're looking at me and say, whatever you do, move me, shake me, scare me, help me, do whatever, but please, whatever you do, please don't let me leave the same way. And that is a strong motivator for me. And so I've been really trying to not set up easy targets. Like, we can get a good thought and we'll say something like that'll preach, right? That's a powerful, but doesn't mean it's helpful. Okay. And again, a lot of times it is, I understand that, but doesn't mean it's helpful. I want to help where people are, again, totally led of the Spirit, totally. I think in every service you can bring deep biblical insight. Again, that's the only eternal part of your whole message. Your words, ideas, stories, thoughts, facts, antidotes are not eternal. Okay. Those are just added to, but the word of God is eternal. And so again, we preach the word of God, and I know that works, but there's a way to convey it and teach it and preach it where it draws people in. And you can hit people with hard truth if you do it in the right way, in the spirit that is in a receiving spirit, or a spirit that invites them. And so I have this mindset, like, I don't want to set up easy straw men to easily blow over or easy or knock down. I want to set up steel men that are a challenge to knock down. I want to address things that are deep and meaningful and true. That there are single moms there that don't know how they're going to make it. There's a couple that, they haven't had sex in 6 months and they're struggling. And there's an older couple wondering, how long they have to still live together. There's a teenager that's battling for their own, do I believe this? Is this who and that's in every service. And I want to go and say, God, how do I reach them all? How do I minister to all of that? Only God in His Spirit can do that. He can touch the hardest, callous spirit and the most sensitive soul in the building and online. He can do that. And when you're a vessel that says, God, I'm going to bring the very best. And what I call it is, God, I'm going to bring my 2 fishes and 5 loaves. And I just know up front, it's not enough.
Yeah.
I just know, God, it's not enough. It's not going to meet the need. But God, that's all I got. And God, I'm going to give it to you. And if you'll bless it, there won't be a hungry soul in the building. It matters to me that what I've been praying is, God, I want to be an equipper. I really do. I have a saying that, God, I want a heart of a pastor, a mind of a prophet, a spirit of an evangelist. I want those components to dwell deep inside of me, to administer to those lives and those individuals that you have put under my care. And I want them to know when it's all done, I've done everything I can to give you my 2 fishes and 5 loaves. So, that I guess I hope that answers your question.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to preach it just because it's true.
Yeah.
I really want it to be helpful.